I'm going to give a shout out to the best mechanic on YouTube, Scotty Kilmer. Alright, so Scotty has been doing this for quite a few years now, and he's a retired mechanic, and Scotty's like, he's like the next door neighbor I wish I had, at least when it comes to car expertise. If he was my next door neighbor before I would consider buying any car, well, except for Toyota or Honda, those are basically all good cars. If besides those, leave that aside, I would ask him if he was my neighbor if the car is worth buying or not, and at what price. So Scotty just posted a video. I just found the worst car ever made. I'll have a link for this below in the show notes. Again, for this information, all credit goes to Scotty. I've been following Scotty for a few years. He seems like a really super nice guy, and like I said, I wish he was my next door neighbor. Now, Scotty has a sense of humor. He's talking about a car, and I won't give it away here. You'll have to watch the video, but he's talking about a car that is the worst car ever made that has a partnership with Fiat. And of course, Scotty has a sense of humor. So if you look at the car's steering wheel, it's shaped like a pepperoni roll. There's pepperonis all over the steering wheel. It's a pepperoni steering wheel. You can have your lunch as you're driving. I'll give you a hint as far as the worst car ever made. It's not Japanese. I don't know why Honda and Toyota continue to wipe the floor with American car makers. I'm not an expert on cars. I've learned some about cars from my dad, who used to work on cars way back when we lived in New York. I'm not an expert, but I don't know what it is, but all I can say is if you're looking to buy a car, you can't go wrong with Honda or a Toyota. What that means is you generally don't have to do any research if the car you're buying is going to be, how could I use a technology analogy? You don't have to worry if a Toyota or Honda is going to be unstable, to use a technology analogy. If you're buying an American car, what can I tell you? I remember I had a Toyota, and I used to get letters, postcards, basically junk mail saying, hey, come on down to ABC dealership. We'll give you top dollar for your Toyota. We value your Toyota. And they were right. I traded in. I actually got pretty good money. I bought an American car. You know what I got in the mail? Nothing. Crickets. The sound of silence. Nada. Nothing. Zip. Not a phone call. I mean nothing. What does that tell you? Anyway, Scotty, thank you for the years of entertaining, informational entertainment on YouTube. Check out his video, which according to him, it is the worst car ever made, except for that pepperoni roll steering wheel. Now that is an idea. Yummy.